Hello, all. Welcome back. Hope you all had a good week, good weekend, had a good think about mentoring, whom you'd like to have as a mentor, when you'd like to get started. So, last session I mentioned that mentoring is all about working towards a goal, and this session is about goal setting. Last week I was watching a movie in which a parent asks his teenage daughter, "If you don't know what you want, what would you ask for?" So today I'm going to take a step back and we're going to assess what is that you want for yourself. And what you want depends on which phase of life you're in. Are you just starting off your career, early years of your career, you're starting a family, somewhere in midlife, you've done 20 years of career, next what? So, what made you happy and what gave you contentment or satisfaction 5 years back may not mean much now. So, at every point in life, you need to reassess your goals and priorities. Others, you have the tendency to just go with the wave, right? Just flow along. Sometimes what you are aspiring for may not be what you really want. Many a time we are chasing somebody else's goals or just going with the flow because that's what everyone else is doing. It may not even be your dream, it may not be your goal. So let's take promotion, the most common thing that mentees come up with when we have sessions. A promotion is the most common thing that everyone vies for, aspires for, or is marked as the success in a corporate career. And rarely do we pause to think if we really want it. It may even sound crazy, right? But recently, a friend of mine at quite a senior level declined to pitch for her promotion because she thought it did not fit into her long term plans, or rather, it was detrimental to her plans to what she wanted to achieve. She wants to do a higher qualification, she wants to go to university and certify herself on a very niche area of specialization, which will definitely increase her market value. So promotion would mean more commitment of time, higher targets, which will kind of take her away from her goal of pursuing higher education. That is a very bold decision taken because of clarity of what she wanted. Now let's bring promotion back to the table. Obviously, many of us, or most common thing that we all are working towards is the promotion. So if promotion, increment, bonus, rewards, and recognition is what you aspire for, great. If that's what you want, go for it. Do not ever be ashamed to be ambitious, especially women. Subconsciously, we are made to feel guilty for being ambitious. Take pride in your ambition. Do not fear to tell or state that I want to do this, I want to be this. Yes, I'm going to work towards it. It might mean I'm going to work 12 hours a day, but this is what I want and I'm ambitious. Be proud about that. Remember, there is no guilt, there's no shame if that's what you want. We wouldn't have an Indra Nui or Kiran Shaw, or now we have Swati Mohan if they didn't want to be ambitious, right? So we need ambition as well. So if being a CXO is what you want, then so be it. Set your goals and work towards it. So now that we have established that we need to understand your wants to work on your goals, then where do goals fit in, right? The goals are the stepping stones or the milestones to get to what you want, right? Very rarely you have a destination and there's one big jump to getting there. Just to break it down into bite sized pieces and understand what that immediate goal is that you want to work towards. It has to be broken down into tangible time bound milestones. So let's take a very practical, a simple example. If today you aspire to be a team manager, so you're right now in you're a one member team doing, let's say, operational data analysis and reporting. And in a year or two, you want to be a team manager. That's what you want. That's what you measure your progress. So, what next? How do you break that down? First, is is there a direct linear progression to that role, right? Does your role currently, does that business unit even have a team manager role? Or does it require a tangential or a side shift for you to get there? What are the skills required? What is the expectation of that role, the team manager's role? What is that you do today? And what are your skills now? And what is the gap that you need to bridge? Do you need some qualification? Do you need some certifications? What do you need? Right? And do you need to apply? Like, is there a way to get, basically, you need to do your groundwork to understand how that particular goal looks like, right? Team manager is what you want in 2 years, but what is that you need to do immediately? And that is done by breaking these and doing this groundwork and research. Now you realize, yes, to be a team manager, I first have to have one, two, three skills, two qualifications, and I would have to be in a particular business unit, say maybe a back office. So, which means I have to set a goal that first I'm going to next 3 months, I'm going to work on building these skills, I'm going to get a certification, and then I have to apply for a role in that side shift which you need to make. And then I would be applying, once I applied for that role, then what next is your next goal. So you now have broken down your 2 year timeline to be a team manager into your first 6 month goal, which is about the right skill certifications and then applying for a job in a business unit that will take you down that path. So, in brief, to summarize, you need to think of what is that you want to achieve, what would make you happy, what is that you're good at, and how to break that down into tangible goals which you can achieve in the next 6 months. So you've got homework now. So you're going to sit back and think of what is that you want so you can ask for it, and how is that going to translate into your next 6 months of activities, actions towards achieving that goal. Define that goal to as much specificity as possible, right? This course, this skill, this course from this, what, some university, or I would need a, which will again define what kind of mentor you want, right? So if you want to do something on data analysis, you would ideally want to work with a mentor who has done that. So you go back to see who is that mentor, who is managing that business unit, talking to some people in that business unit. So that is a simple example of a progression, career progression goal of how to translate what you want into a goal. So do have a think about it and write down and bring as much clarity as possible to your goal. So until then, see you next week, and do put in your comments if you want me to touch upon any specific questions, topics as we progress through this mentoring series. So have a good week. See you. Bye bye.